Now let's talk about Tom Holland's Spider-Man suit. Because we are getting mixed reactions from fans online. Now, I was sent a high-resolution picture from a loyal magnet site, and the link will be in the description box so you can go check it out too. I will also put it in the video. Now, first thing I said to y'all was that the Spider-Man suit is a throwback. It's a mix of old and new, though. If you look at the way the fabric looks, because you can really, with the high resolution picture, you can really see the fabric in the picture. You can see how it fits his body, the way it moves. It looks badass to me. I really like it. I like the thick black edges around the deltoids, the forearms, the upper calf right there around the top of the calf. I like that, the way it looks. I like the way the blue looks. It reminds me of the suit in the first reboot of Spider-Man, the way the blue looks, from what I can remember. It looks like he's got kind of like the black stitch, the thick black lining around the waist. It's like it's similar to a belt. The suit looks good to me. I like the stitching in the face. I pretty much like everything about it. At first, I was looking at the Spider-Man symbol, and I was thinking, it's kind of tiny. But that's how it looked. Like, if you are a fan of Spider-Man for as long as I've been, you're going to recognize that this is a throwback, that this is something that's a mix of old and new. And that's how small the Spider was in a lot of his older suits. If you watched the series that I grew up watching,
Spider-Man does whatever a spider can, spins a web any size.
And then on to Spider-Man and his amazing friends and everything. You've seen the characters, you've seen them change. And I started reading the comic books, I believe, in the mid or late 80s. That's when I started really reading the comic book. And, he always did have like those, the thick lining around the eyes. One thing I got to tell you, though, is that he seems to be formidable enough to fuck with Cap. Although Cap didn't see him coming, I'm not going to say that Spider-Man's going to be a super badass in this, but I think that he's going to be definitely formidable in this, and I think he's going to play a cool role. But, he took his shield and webbed his hands. He's ready to go. And took the shield, you know what I mean? Like, he did, if you notice, he did the Tony Stark land. Then he looked up. Hey, everyone. So one thing, too, I don't know if all of you noticed, and most of you that pay attention to detail did notice, I think he actually moved his eyes. I think his eyes moved, like Deadpool. So that's real fucking cool. It was always funny because if you read the comic books, you know that in reality, if someone wearing a mask, you're not going to be able to see their emotions. But because it's a comic book and you need to communicate his emotions and how he feels, it's his eyes move. And when he's sad and stuff like that, you'll see, his eyes droop and shit like that. So I think that's a cool effect that is meant for just communicating his emotion, like in real life you wouldn't be able to say it, but because it's a movie and we need to communicate some feeling here, we'll be able to see his eyes move and stuff like that, which I don't have a problem with at all. I like the way it fits him. Tom, can't wait to see your performance, see how well you do, man. Like I said, this is a cool suit. I think it's badass. I like it. I like throwbacks. I don't have a problem with it whatsoever. It looks cool. Post all your comments down below. Let me know what you all think of the brand new Spider-Man suit. 1 million subscribers. Woo!